Hi, this is Deepa, and I've started this initiative called the Leader's Voice to amplify the voice of leaders and entrepreneurs who believe in inner mastery for outer success. There are lots of them, lots of corporate professionals and entrepreneurs who say there is no time to give ourselves. But I want to showcase that there are so many professionals who give time to themselves and get outstanding results. So today, one such human being, one such profession, one such entrepreneur is Kube. Kube, welcome to this space of Leader's Voice.
Thank you, Deepa. Thank you for having me. Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, before we move on, I would like to introduce Kube. Kube is a technocrat and an entrepreneur with 23 plus years of industry experience, demonstrating niche expertise in cutting-edge technologies, steering paramount customer endeavors, and harnessing technology to solve intricate quandaries by entrepreneurs. He works to drive high-priority customer initiatives, leveraging technologies to solve the biggest and most complex challenges faced by cross-industry enterprise organizations. As the co-founder and CEO at Kalpita Technologies, he is committed to business transformation for their clients, fulfilling employee aspirations and caring for a wider community. And this is something I vouch for because 2 years ago, when Kube had given me a call, seeing my LinkedIn posts, and after that we ran a series of leadership programs for his team, I could see the employee care that he embodies. And it is par excellence. I've hardly found entrepreneurs and organizations focus so much on employees. Brilliant. I would like to compliment you for that.
Thank you.
His life mottos include the belief that anyone can achieve success regardless of their background. So true.
Obviously.
He emphasizes on the importance of education in leading a successful life, the power of doing simple things with extraordinary determination, and the rewards enrichment that can come from reading regularly. He loves to paint, and I just saw a couple of paintings he was sharing with me a few minutes ago. Amazing. And he is a voracious reader. He is a leader too, but a voracious reader. There is no single day when he does not exercise or when he does not read. Truly inspiring, Kube.
I'm privileged and honored for kind words.
Thank you. So, the first question that I have for you, Kube, is that there are so many of us there who say, I don't have time for working on myself, reading or self. And I need to do the 9 to 9 job and deliver and achieve results. What is success for you? And when did you realize that you need to focus on other things for success to come as a byproduct?
Very, very interesting question. You preach and you coach about, inner mastery.
Yes.
Right? So, it's very essential and very important for everybody to understand what is inner mastery. Right?
Yes.
So, inner mastery is a key for success, true success, and a successful life. You have to, cultivate some of the good characteristic. First and foremost is self-awareness. Very, very important is self-awareness. And next we talk about emotional control, how you control your emotion. And then we talk about positive mindset.
Yes.
So, to be a leader, there are a number of qualifications. Could be, because I'm a technical person, technology qualification is very vital with the evolving world. But being a leader, you're going to manage not only client, people, team. So there are a lot of souls involved in the process of connecting. And if you don't have a capability to control yourself and understand the importance of self-awareness, that means happiness doesn't come from outside to inside. So most of the people, they see happiness from materialistic. Okay, so everything comes from outside.
Correct.
You get influenced so much with materialistic. So happiness comes from inside to outside. So happiness goes from inside to outside.
Correct.
And whatever you do, your breathing is controlled by your emotion. You breathe more when you're angry.
Yes.
When you're happy, it reduces. So you can control everything by your emotions.
Yes.
And very, very important thing with the current generation, current world, right? There's so much of content everywhere.
So true.
Having a positive mindset, how you can have only positive mindset, there's a so-called influence. You can take everything, try to have as much as possible positive input, positive talks, positive readings. There are tons of books. Read positive. So your negativity should be like only 1%, positive is 99%. It's like a jar filled with, obviously you're in the world, you're in social, and you get a lot of negativity. So your negativity should be like 1%, 99% is only positivity.
Absolutely.
This is one interaction, right? So interaction with people and getting a lot of more and more positivity. And once you understand, what is called as mastering yourself, first you have to master yourself before mastering anybody else.
I would completely agree with it, and which is one of the reasons why I chose to have your voice in this episode. So I have always been saying that self-leadership precedes leading others and leading managers. And what you really said, self-leadership is about leading your own attitude, your own emotions, your own mindset. It is so important. Now, when I look at schools and colleges, we are really not taught that. Yeah. We are not taught how to manage our emotions. In fact, we are said, shut up, adjust.
Yeah.
We are never taught how to compromise. Yeah. So that's one. Second is, we are not taught to take care of our body. We said, what are we told? We are told that it's okay, body doesn't matter, just move on. So which is what we learn in our corporate life also, and we exactly do that. So being self-aware, as you rightly said, is awareness of our body, of our emotions, of our mindset. Brilliant. Now, I know you have been on this journey for a very long time. How has this helped you to take better decisions or manage your team better?
For sure, this is not my first entrepreneur journey.
Yes.
I've done multiple actually. I've tried being an entrepreneur when I was in 20s and in 30s and now in 40s I tried. There is, as you clearly mentioned, in school, college, friends, nobody teaches about mastering your inner.
Yes.
So it comes with experience, and we don't have any degree. Okay, I can go and join a university called as engineering in inner mastering. So we don't have something like that. I learned in a harder way with experience.
Yes.
Experience in the sense means it's not like in a college or an office. People, I attended a lot of trainings, a lot of books.
Yes.
I realized, once I learned to master myself, that means I can control my emotion.
Yes.
I can control myself. Then, I felt, okay, I can be a good entrepreneur. That's where, we started Kalpita. So that's where, when there was a discussion about let's set up a company, a software company, there are multiple factors. One is I was well prepared and I understood, how to become a leader, and I was moving towards the direction. And next is technology is something which is in my bread and butter. I'm there for the last 20 years. So it's an added advantage. So technology, I'm clear. I know how to manage myself.
Yes.
So with this two competency, what I built, plunging into entrepreneurship, last two, I would say I was learning.
Yes.
So I'll not use the word failure. I was learning. I learned a lot, but I didn't, for finance sake, I didn't succeed. But Kalpita, we are successful financially because there's a lot of experiment, a lot of exposure, a lot of learning happened. That's why I'm happy. Now coming to the question, how it helps, you can't even believe because I keep telling my family and friends, every minute you're walking on a sword because every decision I make, it doesn't impact me, it impacts thousands of people, hundreds of people.
Correct.
So every decision I have to be so careful mindful,
Yes.
watchful.
Yes.
It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to hurt the people, the family. It's not going to hurt the extended family, the company, and the society. And before even coming to this discussion, people are in Cube, be careful, because every word you utter,
Yes.
it's going to make an impact.
Yes. So true.
So for sure, I would say 99%, whatever I'm doing it or what I have succeeded, our company, I would say I would contribute only 1%, because we all put together this
Yes.
company, right? So whatever I am doing, it's because of mastering myself. Every decision I take, you are aware I'm a bookie, I read a lot. So every decision takes, I'll keep giving example for all, to make a decision, right? There's a book called this How to Decide by Any Duke. It's one of my favorite, and I told many people to read.
Okay.
So, for every problem, there are multiple solutions.
Yes.
Is that correct? Everybody agree,
Yes.
right? If you choose the best solution for every problem, the success rate, it will be exponential, because you start something in 25. I learn, that means I fail, then I take better suggestion. Then once again I fail, then I take a better suggestion. So to go a trajectory of 99%, it takes 60 years.
Yes.
But assume that my first decision is a better suggestion. That means I didn't fail.
Yes.
What you can achieve in 60 years, sorry to use the age,
Yeah.
you can achieve in 5 years, because every decision, every moment, everything what you take, right, you take the positive one or the best one, best solution. Like simple, you commuted from, Kanakapura to Kamnali. There are multiple of coming. Like
Yes.
if we take the best route, best channel, best commuting, from 120 minutes, it took to 120 minutes, 2 hours, it can reduce to 45 minutes, right? But what we do is there's a lot of dependency, right? It could be time, what is the availability resources we have, and the factors and everything. Yeah. So if you given all the resources to you, you will use a chopper to come here. It will take 5 minutes. So when I get all the accessories, then I have be careful. I'll choose the best in budget.
Yes.
That's where it helps me. Like when in Kalpita I take any decision, first and foremost, I have multiple solutions. I put into different columns. I measure it. Okay, 80% success, 20% success, 50% success. I run this, because this is not only my decision. I run through the different department.
Yes.
I do with the different people.
Yes.
It's not that I'm not capable. I'm privileged and honored to be in this position. There are people who are better.
Yes.
They'll become entrepreneurs.
Yes.
I run through this and get mass people's acceptance. Then I implement it. Provided there are some decisions you have to take instantly, then my mind does that actually. Every word you utter, that's what the book says. The word what you utter also, you can give the best word. So you can choose which word to spell it out. Yeah. So if you master your tongue, your emotion, your decision making, you will not be successful. You will be the best creator or the creations.
Yes, absolutely. Which means you are taking these decisions from an inside out perspective. And that is what I say is the quality and mark of a great leader. That everything starts inside out. We are trained and tuned to look at marks, success in our own definitions, but actual leadership, true leadership, comes from the inside out. And that's what you're really saying.
One of the inspiration, last 5 years I started mastering mind. So she is one of my influencer, because as I mentioned, it doesn't come in a book. It's not in the university. People who are mastered or who are learned, they preach and they teach. And I am a learner. Anybody, any book is given, I learn. If it is good for me, I take it. If it is not good, I just put it aside. It may be helpful after 20 years, but I don't tell. There is nothing called as bad human. There's nothing called as bad book. It is not called as bad lecture. If somebody cares for me, they give a lecture to me. In that current situation, it not be helpful, but future helpful.
That's true.
As simple as that. I take everybody as situation. How a person behaves differently is because of the situation. Because when you walk into the office, I come, I have a beautiful family, I have a beautiful kid, I have a dog to play, I have a person to pick me to office, I had a wonderful breakfast, I came cool, relaxed. When I step into office, I'm full of energy. I take a person, they woke up, there is nobody to take care. They have to take care of themselves. Okay, there is a lot of stress. They take a bus, they hop different buses, they walk for an half a kilometer, they are tired. They're almost tired. You come and you want the person to be like glowing like a bulb. It doesn't happen.
Possible, yeah.
It takes time to adjust to us. And as a leader, you should understand everybody. Contribution is important.
Yes.
Everybody comes. You have to get to a same page. It takes time. Either it is a time when you walk, or you give them the space and tell come to the stage where we all are together working towards one goal. Let's grow together. I think marketing team knows that. I keep giving new ideas, new thought. Let's grow together. Let's make a difference. And whatever I learned, let's put on action.
Absolutely. When you share, what I hear is a lot of humility. And this humility also is a very inherent characteristic which is inside. So, who is your ideal actually in this?
I would say there are many people. I'll be wrong if I choose 1 or 2% because I come from very middle family background and only not from a B or A school. I studied in a government school, then I did my engineering, and the set of people, every stage. It's a different set of people. There are people who inspired me when I was young, who helped me, taking me to school, or who helped me feeding me. And still I remember actually. There are people who still I help them and I talk to them. And when I, joined in a company who helped me in my career, giving a better opportunity for me. Nice. Obviously, because we have to, these are the people who, lifted us, Recent time, this transformation, I have tons of people, it could be on religious side. I read a lot, so I'm reading Quran, I read Bible, and I've read Bhagavad Gita. And name a book, there is a reason for all this book. These people have written for a reason. Not all can be read, but I try to read all. And not only humans, inspiration is from creation.
Yes.
Whatever, like it's nature. A plant, it is a nature, it's a tree. I admire everything. Any small thing I admire. People think, itna bada nahi hai. But still I admire because life is to take as it comes and plus happily you take it.
Yes.
So, just to mention, you are one of my admiration, and the people who I talk, it's not that everybody will give 100% to you. There are some quality in them I can accept. Yes. So, people are standing, I take from here. Kamal who works with me, I really admire, and then Sophia is there. Then I told Gauri is one of my favorite. Then I have Krishna, Rajesh. I'll keep telling every year 5-6 people. I read a lot of autobiographies.
Yes.
You talk from anybody, Elon Musk to way back 100 years, 200 years back. I read everybody. I want to see like how they become a leader. Mm-hmm. What is that one quality or 2 quality, 5 quality? I can take it from them actually. Each person, there is some difference.
Definitely.
Gandhi, you read about him. You read about everybody, and I read about A.R. Rahman, who is into social media and music, right? How he is so different. Yes. With so much of fame, still is very calm. Yes. Abdul Kalam.
Yes.
I name a book, name a person. 100%, I may not use, but for my work and where it's helpful, I take it. And I'm a big admirer of Shiva, so I read a lot of book. I do a lot of painting about Shiva. I don't know, like his character is something which resonates me, and it gives that kind of energy,
power.
Power. Just think you get power.
Yes.
So if you take Rama, he has a characteristic, right? Uniqueness. Yes. Krishna is a uniqueness. Yes. Everybody has a uniqueness. Yes. Muhammad, a uniqueness. Everybody I read. Jesus, I get some uniqueness. But Shiva gives me such empowerment and power. I really, it's one more. People tell, you admire. Yeah, obviously, everybody. These are the people who are teaching us. He's not coming and teaching. I'm going to him and getting the
Beautiful. Teaching. So learning from every living, non-living thing is what makes you who you are. Beautiful. So what is your typical day? Where from the time you wake up to the evening, there are certain practices that you would be engaging in to really work on your inner and keep yourself calm, humble and sane. What is that?
So I have, two versions. I had a health, so I have little bit tweaked my.
So before and after.
Before I had a health issue and after. So before I'll tell, then what changes I've done. Routines are same. Okay, so it's once again, who taught us. Before 8 years or 10 years, this is what I learned, and this is what our elders told. Sleeping is not very important.
Yes, of course.
I'll be very transparent because I learned, I evolved, right? Day one I was not the Cube. Today what I'm telling is Cube. Yesterday was different. So I did a lot of things when others were sleeping. It's good, but too much avoid. So I used to sleep for 4.5 hours. Maximum I'll touch 5 hours. So 4:30 I wake up every day for almost 4-5 years. That was my routine when I started entrepreneurship. First and foremost, exercise. So I'm a big fan of exercise. Being fit is something very important for me. Okay, so exercise. Then I have my routine meditation where I get my complete mind to control. That means nothing is clutter, nothing is there. What is my tomorrow or today? I know what I'm doing. So how to put sleep of all my past. So meditation. Then I start little bit of painting. So it's a routine for me. I used to paint little bit, not like more than 15-30 minutes. Then at least 1 hour I'll read. So 1 hour I'll read. Then 15 to 20 minutes, we're little bit orthodox. My spouse does everyday puja, so do a puja. Then come to office. I'm an early bird. I used to come by 7:15 clock. Then people tell, okay, Cube is there. If security is not there, Cube will be there. 7:15 I'm here, and 5 till 5 I'm in office. Okay, almost 10 hours in office. Then I go back, immediately rush to gym. 1 hour to 1.5 hours I'll be in gym. Then I come back, refresh, and I follow some of the Western culture. So I eat by 7. So I eat. Then I go back to work because most of our customers are in East and West countries. Yes. So US. So 7:30 I start. So almost till 9:30, 10 is the calls goes. So 10 I start reading. So 10 to 11 I read. Then I come back at 11. A little bit of chit chat if they're awake, kids and family. Then I go to bed. So it was continuously I did. So a lot of learning. So if you see. 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I used to read, we have 52 weeks per year, right? I used to double, because morning one book I read, evening I'm good. So two books. So I used to read 108, 110 books per year. And evenings it's more of, muscle. Daytime it's more of cardio. So I used to build both. And a little bit of, very less of yoga, but more of meditation. I used to... I used to dream a lot. Just get that dream out. I want to make sure that I'm in current. We keep admiring our past. We admire the future, but we don't live in present. So meditation helps a lot to get me to present. So this was my routine. So a lot of books, a lot of paintings, and I had time for everything work-wise, because so much time. I'm by 7:30, by time 9 o'clock, I'm done with my work. So that means I've cleared all my backlog. So I have full day for working on fresh ideas, any new proposals, and customers, technology, learning, always on it. There will be something. We'll have a lunch hour meeting. There will be some topic this which will be completely new. Where not to get time? Actually, there's a time for everything. I had time for my family. I had time for my kids. I had time for my friends. I had time for exercise. I used to place. Everything is there. It's inclusive of that. After my little bit of, it's not because of this, practice, I had health issue, because heredity wise, family has challenge. So I had little bit of health issue. So they told, very, very important, I have to increase my sleep with the sleep. From 5 hours to 7 hours is what. So the routine is same. Nothing has changed. I kept the same. Sleep I increased 7 hours. Reading morning half an hour, evening half an hour. So 1 hour I got it. So once again, painting, 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Everything I do it, but I do little bit lesser. That's the only difference. So sleep, I clock 7 hours, and there are people watching me, my spouse and kids. What time to sleep? Till that time, they'll make sure they're holding me. I don't wake up from it.
Absolutely.
So this is, sorry to say this, every day it's a life for me. Beautiful. Every day it's a journey. Every day I enjoy, actually. I enjoy thoroughly.
And Cube, this is the reason of your success, because inner mastery comes with routines, comes with following these routines day in and day out. And knowing why those routines are important. The why is very important. The purpose for which you're engaging a routine is so important. And I think you're so clear of the why and you exactly know how to do it and what works for you. This is brilliant. I mean, congratulations.
Thank you. But there's wonderful books, I can wonderful books. Whatever, I tailored it, it's because of the books. These are some of the habits, you should have it. Your career, your life will define with these habits and discipline.
Beautiful,
actually.
beautiful, lovely. So there's so many aspects you talked about. You talked about how you don't have any time constraints. You make and create time for yourself. So what are those things you would like to tell to different corporate professionals, to people out there who want to listen to you, when this episode comes out? What is that message that you have for them, especially to take care of their body, to manage their illnesses, be preventive? What would you like to share?
First and foremost, I'm not a guru, I'm not a sage.
Sure.
Don't take, with a pinch of salt. It's simple. When you're connecting to a person, when you're talking to a person, it's not that you have to give 24 hours. There is a lot of, assumption that when I'm giving time to my spouse, my kid, you have to be full. No. If you talk to a person, I'm talking to ma'am, and I'm talking to 1 hour. I'm busy with my mobile. I'm having my coffee. I'm thinking something. What you asked? I keep, bugging her. I don't mind. That is not. I spend 1 hour, but it is not a quality 1 hour.
Yes.
I give 15 minutes to my spouse. It's a quality. I'm full. My body, my soul, everything is. I'm watching every moment. Because I paint, so I watch everything more than the dimension, 3-dimension, your eyes and everything. So 100% is given. So that's what I learned in recent time. When I give time, 2 things. One is I give 100%, and I try to perfect the art. So when I do my work, try to do it so perfect. There's no duplication. Very, very important. We try to do for sake of doing. You do it. I want to talk to you. You just talk and you close. No. Try to have 100% conversation. Make it complete conversation with your spouse. Make it complete conversation with your kids. Make it task complete with a task is assigned to you. So when you do with full heart and soul, I don't want this to get repeat. Because I come from tech, right? When I get a program, I write a program. I don't want a buggy program. I have to redo this. It's a karma. It come back to you, right? It's a karma. So when I'm doing anything, I want to make sure that the work is done 100% accomplished, and anything goes out of me, it is the quality of Kube. It defines who I am. A word, your dress, the time you spend, whom you spend, it's like upper, lower or smaller, nothing matters. Give. Yeah. That's where I get time for everything, because what you can do in 4 hours, I can do in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I can do in 5 minutes, especially family needs more time. Compared to anybody, family needs night time. Because being in leadership, you will not get time. So very clear, I said, give that full 100%. If they don't mind also, I'll be minding them. I'll watch everything, I'll sit, I'll give, my focus is only that. Right. I know I have 10 minutes or 15 minutes, give my 15 minutes, but make sure the other person feels that I'm there, the whole world is here.
Very
so
true.
there are 2 things. One is, 100% you are present with that person. And next is any task you do it with presence of mind, master to perfectly do it. So I'll talk little bit of leadership and work. So we have different department. Okay. So recruitment department is one department where they recruit people. If they work to the max, that means I give a requirement, they fulfill. The department is the best. HR, human department, they're the best. See, if everybody does the best of best, think about them, think about the company, think about the society, think about the nation.
Yes.
If everybody does the perfect, then there is nothing room for duplicate, waste of time. But many people, right, that's where we need people like you come in, lecture us, tell, do perfectly, because don't waste your time. You can do same task if you do 3 times, it's waste of time. You do finish one task, do next new task. No?
Absolutely.
Do something new, learn something new.
Yeah.
because I know time is something which you can't buy, it will not come. So money also you can't value with time. Time is so precious. So knowing that, I make sure that I don't make any mistake in terms of work or family, whatever I do, no repeat.
In coaching parlance, this is called leadership presence and deep listening. And we are all learning this day in and day out. What you're saying is you're already practicing it, and you're urging all of us to do it too. Thank you very much. So we're almost coming to the end of this conversation, and so many pearls of wisdom I take away. And we know that we are part of the mutual admiration club actually. So, and that will always remain for who you are, and how you show up. Your last words to all of us.
Yeah. So when you talk about mastering your inner, there are too many things, and we are young. When I tell the same thing to my kids, they tell, when I become 45, I'll practice all this. This is what I tell. When I tell to for in the team mates, so I tell, Kube, I'm in 20s. I'll do all this. What I achieved in 45, 50. If you do a little bit tweaking, you can achieve in 30. Yes. That's what is my intention. It's not that you're going to cut short your sleep, cut short all this. No, intention is enjoy, because first 40 years you spoil your health, spoil your you spoil everything. Then you come, I want to become a jnani. No, it doesn't happen. Better start in young age. Okay, there is something called as very simple. Like I follow some principle. So for people to follow it, it will be helpful. Shield. There is a word called a shield, right? So it's like armor. You cover it. So very important. Simple. Try to clock S's sleep. Try to clock at least 7 hours sleep every day. Try to clock it. That is S. Next is what? H. Right? Be hygiene. Mental hygiene and physical hygiene is very, very, very important.
Lovely.
So how you're doing it, you can do multiple ways, do it whichever way, but have mental hygiene. Because doing the wrong, it doesn't, first you think wrong, then when you do it, right? So think positive, right? Your body, keeping your body called hygiene is very important. Next is, what is next? I, this is very, very funny, but it's very important. Interaction.
Yeah.
Make sure that have as much as interactions. So learning can come from books,
yes,
from nature,
right,
from discussion.
Yes.
Next, E, right? E is make sure that you don't miss a single day exercising it.
Yeah.
You have to exercise. You have to make sure that you give exercise to all the organs, including your brain. Exercise is very important. What is next?
L.
Right? I'm a Wookiee. Learning every day should be something. Anything you learn. Don't ever avoid learning. Learning could come from multiple, but start learning. So I am teaching shield is right. Remember this. What is the last one?
D,
right? D is diet. So try to eat which is good for your body. Okay. So avoid lot of sugar. Avoid lot of junk, fruits, water, vegetables, which is good for you.
Yeah.
Whichever is good for you guys eat. But watch on a diet. So very simple, right? Shield. So when you remember Kube, remember shield. It's very easy, right? You are going to take care of your body. In the process, your mind is taken care, inner mastery you are done, physically you are taken care, mentally you are taken care, and you will become a better human every day. Every day you will tell a new version of Kube, a new version of Deepa, a new version of human.
Very true, very true. Lovely. Oh my God. This was like the bumper, I would say. Amazing. Thank you so much, Kube, for this lovely interaction. And when I look at shield from my end, I think I almost engage in most of it all the time. So
good.
yeah, I think
that's where
that,
you are like this.
Yeah, that it makes a lot of sense to me. I think it'll make a lot of sense to everybody who listens to this again and again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Deepa, it was wonderful conversing with me, and conversing with you is always a pleasure. I learned a lot from you. So
thank you.
Thank you for once again having me on it.
Thank you.